Good morning. Lowe's apparently saw my videos and they love the fact that I love the Lowe's buckets. They sent me a hat. They sent me a hat. Things like that. They sent me a hat. Good morning. Good to see everybody. Let's see who we got here. We got P Tag, who cannot be in because of work. Kate Whips in. Good to see you, buddy. Tim. Wally, our friend from Africa. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I got them shorts on, man. I found these here on the side of the road. I picked them up. I'd buy my own, but Tommy does not pay me enough. He underpays me and sends me all the stuff in the Aquatic News Network that they don't want. They send it to me and I use it, and I got to either fix it and things like that, make it work. But good morning. Anyways, if you've seen the thumbnail, you know what the topic of this morning's live stream is, and that is pot scrubbers. Do you use them? Do you like them? Are they better or good for more things than just biofilter media in your canister filter or hang on the backs? I've used it for everything, including scrubbing algae. But, however, you can use the blue, you can use the red, the orange, the pink. If you're not using the green one, it's not going to get as clean. And I'll tell you why. As more people come in, we'll get into that. I am wearing my Lowe's hat that Lowe's sent me because I got the Lowe's buckets. I have a Home Depot bucket up there. I got to get it down for presentation purposes only. It's currently used as storage because that's about the only thing they're good for. Hey, Laura, good to see you. Coming over from Facebook. Hope things are going good for you. Hope everybody's got their coffee. Everybody got their coffee. Started a tad bit early, just a little bit. Started a little bit. I've been watching a guy who literally had me laughing so hard while I was driving to work Monday. I almost went off the road, and that I don't know if you guys ever seen him. He's hilarious. Damian Darling TV. He's a traveling stand-up comic, but he's on social media a lot. Man, is he funny. And I watch him, and you know, when you watch somebody all day long, you kind of start picking up their mannerisms and stuff. So I've been doing talking like him and things like that. Let's see. Things are well. No coffee yet. It's brewing. There you go. Got to have coffee. You can't start the day without the juice. You got to juice it up. That's good. What kind of coffee? I'll tell you the best coffee you want to get. You want to have the best coffee in the world, Laura. I'm going to tell you how to do it. It's got to be a Keurig or a regular coffee pot. Walmart sells cinnamon vanilla K-cups and caramel cream. They make it in both forms. Ground coffee in the bag or the K-cups. We do the K-cups. And then you get the Great Value French vanilla coffee creamer. We always get the big carton. When you put those two together, there is no coffee that's better. I can't drink any other coffee but my own. But that there is a good mix right here. That's what's here. That's my second cup. Hey, Rosie, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Hope AV's good. So you want to go get cinnamon vanilla. It's made by Walmart, the Great Value brand, cinnamon vanilla, and they also make a caramel cream. I call it caramel creme. We like to alternate between two flavors. That way, neither one of them get too old. But you do that with the Great Value French vanilla creamer. With those two coffees, it makes an amazing, delicious cup of coffee. Thank you, Tim. It's really good. That's all we drink. We just alternate between the two. There's just no coffee better. I can't find one that's better that you can buy in the store, Bo. I can't find one. And it's cheap. And while, you know, my wife keeps me hip to all the new things, and I can't remember. I always forget the one of the two, but the great value French vanilla creamer is healthier for you, though. Yeah, it's healthier for you because they use it's coconut oil, or there's another oil that they put in these creamers. The great value version has the better oil for you. The Delight and International, they always use that crap. That's not good for you. Can you say hi to my daughter, Emelina? She keeps saying hi, but understand you can't hear her. Oh, I got you. Yes, and that's cool. My daughter's name's Emma. Emelina. Hi, Emelina. Hi. What are you doing today? You getting into something today? You gonna be good? I'm waiting for a higher product to show up in the mail. Really? Did they contact you, or did you buy it? Whew. It's getting hot in here. I'm a hot-blooded kind of guy. My hair's messed up from this here hat. I got the AC on down to 74, and I'm still hot. You call her Emma? Cool. Yeah, my daughter's name's Emma, too. That's cool. T-ball game. Oh, I used to play T-ball. I had fun with that. Good luck on your T-ball game, Emma. That's cool. Whew. Oh, crap. I said that was a Lowe's hat. Shoot. This is a Lowe's hat, not Northfin. I'm collaborating with Higer now. Very cool. I like Higer, man. You know, you get hit or miss with their stuff, but you know how it is. You've been along for the whole ride. But they send me more cool stuff than stuff that I don't think does well. I think all the things they sent me, there's only 2 that I really didn't really like. Don't start, Brenton. Don't start. He's just mad because I told him to clean up his messy fish room on his video. He's just mad. Don't listen to him. It has to be green. Oh, we'd love to, Laura. There's been many times we wanted to get back up there and visit. The problem is we have too many pets. We have too many animals. We got 3 big dogs. I'm not worried about the fish. These fish would be fine for a week. Longer than that. But we got 1 cat, 3 big dogs, and we got 2 birds. And the dogs and the birds, of course, they need daily attention. And it's very hard to get someone to even pet sit because the one dog I have, he's a little bit aggressive. He doesn't like anybody he doesn't know, and I can't trust him around anybody. And we can't trust people with the birds. We have a very stringent routine with our birds to make sure they don't get out of where they belong because the dogs will kill them. Yeah, I do like Nicole. She's pretty cool. There's a new name, Fish Tropic Canada. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. We're talking about pot scrubbies today on this channel, and Branton can tell you, and Tim, on this live stream, we get into some very in-depth, complex topics. You can go back and see the last 2 live streams for proof of that. But in this live stream, we're talking about pot scrubbies and why green is the only one that works. You're using red, you're using orange, you're using pink, you're using blue. You'll get results, but you're not going to get the results you will with the green one. Now I'll explain that a little later. Hey, Jose, good to see you, buddy. Glad you came in. Hope everything's good. I hope I didn't make the family mad over there yesterday. Talking with you in that live stream. Bow. Bob. Things like that. Things like that. Sweet Polly's in. Good to see you. Congrats on who got the 1,500 subs. Oh, that's Branton. Yeah. What are we using scrubbies for? The white melamine pads are pretty. Are you talking about, Branton? Are you talking about like those magic erasers? Is that what you're talking about? I hear those are good. Never tried one in my aquariums. Never really needed to try one, Branton. So, I mean, we all know we use them. Yeah, the magic eraser. We all know we use them as, these got pretty good surface area on it for beneficial bacteria to grow. We all know to use these in our filters if you want to. Cheap way to have biofilter media in your aquarium. And I've definitely used them for that. I got running in some of my aquariums now. I found that these work really good for scrubbing algae off the inside of your aquarium. And they're a lot cheaper, even cheaper than the Magic Eraser. Some people said they were afraid of it scratching their glass. Now, I wouldn't recommend this for an acrylic tank, but for all my tanks are glass right now till the big 375 shows up. I've never scratched my glass, and it takes the most stubborn algae off the inside of your glass. And the fact that it's green, it's healthier, pal. It's healthier than your other colors because you know how they have the eco greens and they're more resistant to growing molds and funguses and bacteria, things like that. That's why green's better, and that's what you want to use. But of course, it's green's better. Green's my favorite color. It's better than red, white, and orange. Green's the color of money, right? We all love money. It's eco-friendly, and I think it's the most appealing color out of all the colors in the Roy G. bib. I will be chatting with Mexicali at 11 a.m. Eastern. Really? I've talked to Bad Mex about going live on Saturday mornings. He hasn't been authorized to do so. Saturday mornings is my time slot, and anybody that takes it will suffer the consequences. Bow, things like that. The green ones get dirty too fast. But I mean, they all get dirty too fast. But you know, the reason the green ones get probably dirty faster is because they're doing the job better. Bow, you know what I mean? Hey, Tara, good to see you. Good morning. Sweet posted, I'm sold off to Menards for green buckets and green scrubbies. I can deal with that. So green buckets from Menards are second best of the blue Lowe's buckets. But yeah, that's an okay combo, Sweet Polly. Fish Tropicana says surprised it does not leave swirl marks. Yeah, I haven't had that issue. I can prove it. I'll do it right now. I got some algae in my tiger barb tank right here. Can you see the corner? I can move it a little bit. And I'll show you. Move this camera just a little bit. Somehow it's got the cord on this camera is rigid. You know what? I got a better idea. We'll do this a little better. Sorry for all the shaking around. Oh boy, now I can't remember how to. There she comes. All right. Sorry about this. We'll fix it. Hey, Cecil, good to see you, buddy. Make a video on things you can use to. I have probably already done what you're talking about there. Oh yeah, I already did that, sir. It's on there. I got over 1,000 videos. It's on there. Yeah, sorry, Whip. Good to see you, buddy. I told him that make sure it does not clash with your time. Yeah, you make sure you tell him, Jose, because I'll have to go over there and slash his tires or something. That way he can't get to work. We'll figure it out together. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the consequences for him. You guys know I'm just kidding. I don't care. That's something I've never cared about. Hey, Tommy, good to see you, buddy. Like Tommy was saying the other day, there's so many people doing this, you'll never, ever not step on someone's toes or overlap. Yeah, and the people watching will go to who they're back and forth. I've seen it where they bounce back and forth or just stay with the one they like the most. It is what it is. I'm starting a new live stream Saturday mornings. What time, Brandon? That'll be cool, Brandon. Cool. Maybe Branton can go. I try to go 2 hours on my live streams now that I went down to 1, but sometimes it doesn't always work out. So I'm usually an hour to 2 hours. I start at 9. More times than not, I start a little early, like today, like 4 minutes early. I started. I'd be done by 11 or before 11. Bow. Yeah, that ain't gonna work, Branton. But that's a good thing though, because your fish room is so messy. No one's gonna want to see that back. You see that video Branton put out? If you didn't see Branton's new video about the big, powerful pump that Higer sent him, you're going to want to check it out. It's pretty cool. Just don't mind the mess. If that don't bother you. Yeah, he's got like 152 gang valves hanging out in different gangs all over the floor, up on the desk. There's hoses going everywhere. He's got the shitty buckets, the orange buckets. And I think I saw a couple red ones in there or something. Just crap laying everywhere. You can't really see what's going on. He cares he's internalizing he's internalizing it until someday down the road when it explodes with rage. What kind of pot scrubbies do you use? Basic? Yes, sir. That's where I got these, man. So cheap. They come in a big sleeve. You get all the different colors. Green one's the only one you want. Try to get the one where they messed up when they were packaging them up and put more green ones in there than anything else. And that's what I do. They're cheap. You can get a big sleeve of them, and they got multiple uses. And I clean the inside of my glass sometimes when I need to, and I have the more stubborn stuff, and it takes it right off. And I haven't had any scratches. And I can prove it to you. This 55-gallon tank right here, although it's just the brown algae, that's easy to come off anyways. But it needs done. If I invite myself with a camera, we'll set it up. Let me just do this. Invite, copy. I said, okay, we're copied. Okay. Bear with me a moment. Excuse me. I always forget. How do you do this? Compose to me, link, paste, send it. Okay. Sorry about that. I just watched that video. Cool, Cecil. I did too. Was it for me? Did you say a few minutes? Yeah, that was for you. If it was, it was fun. Wife name and daughter's almost the same. Okay, yeah, I was confused while my daughter is on the chat with my wife. So, okay, yeah, you got to get a hold of that, Jose, because you're confusing me. You was confusing Adele, and I don't want to say the wrong thing at the right time to the first or second person. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, to scrub pot. Have you ever used? No, I have not used those. I did some research on these before I did it because there's certain ones you don't want to. You can be careful when you're getting these pot scrubbies because some of them come with like stuff built into them already, like disinfectants or some kind of a soap. And you don't want to put that in your aquarium. Some people were worried about microplastics coming off of these, but that's been debunked. I think it was Cichlid Charmer who did a good video about. I think it was Cichlid Charmer about debunking that. I have 3 words: telepathy. What are you talking about? Hold on. I'm gonna do this for you, and I'll show you that these do not scratch the glass. Well, you guys are gonna be like, wow. He's right. They don't scratch the glass. Oh, and for you guys that don't know, in outside aquatics, and I know several of you do, I finally got my fish punk card. Boom, and it's sweet. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to show you for the ones who haven't seen it yet. Bam. Now, this is the original one. Since then, he changed it, and there's a blue Lowe's bucket right here under my bird right here. Bam. Bam. I like it. Yeah, scratching glass is a nightmare. It's the worst. You don't think it's a big deal until years down the road. It's just one of them things that even if it's a minor scratch, it keeps nagging at you. Microdosing bleach. Oh, God. Why would you want to kill everything? Hey, Swiffle, good to see you, buddy. I saw it before you did. Yeah, you did see it before I did. That was crazy deal. Like, it was a real busy day at work, and I didn't even know he was doing it. We talked about it, but I didn't think he was ever going to do it. See if that clears up. See, Tommy, no matter what, well, I got my big lights on, so I'm going to have reflection. Let me see if I can get a good shot of this algae. I have a neighbor that told me she was a biologist. She poured the entire jug of bleach in her goldfish pond to kill the algae with the goldfish in it. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a biologist. Dangerous. Trying to get this. You guys see? All right, that's probably about the best. Do you guys see all that algae on the side of the aquarium right now? Q whip. 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 All right, you guys, can you kind of see all that algae on the side of that aquarium right there? Yeah, I'm guessing it didn't go well for the goldfish neither. You'll see it when I start scrubbing, but I'm going to use this green scrubby. We're going to get in there and we're going to clean all that algae with this pot scrubber, and I'm going to prove to you that it doesn't scratch the glass. See it all right? Might be able to see it. Maybe if I turn off a couple of these lights. Does that help at all? Let me turn all the lights. All right. Yeah, I turned all the lights out. That's showing up a little better. Hey, Jody P, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in, Jody. Mother effing pay. Coming in on our fourth cup of coffee. Just got done taking down 2 trees, 6 senior citizens, 8 water changes, welded the deck up of her mower, and now she's watering all of her plants. Jody P, good to see you. Welcome. Quiet, Burke. Yeah, summer house. Yeah, I forgot about the summer house. She was partying last night. Oh, God. I use bleach to treat plants. Mostly Anubia with green spot. 1-to-19 ratio to treat plants. Yeah, I usually do the peroxide myself, Jose. Let's get in here. Let's dive into this aquarium and show you that these pot scrubbies do good. Let's go to find my cow back. It's like that. Of course, when I pull my arm up, I'm going to bring about 30,000 duckweeds with me. I'll even clean this rock off right here. Like Bob Ross the painter there, you see? As you can see, I made the water column a little dirty, but I didn't scratch nothing. And now it looks see-through again. Which says I'm usually 20 ounces in by now. 40 by 10 a.m. is 60. Man, wow. Wow. You can actually pour in a little extra peroxide and it's fine. You pour in a little extra bleach, goodbye tank. And I don't mess with the peroxide unless, well, I'll tell you what, Bob. I have used bleach, but I only do it if I get a used tank off the Facebook market site. And the first thing I do is I bring it home, I fill it up. If there's no leaks while that water's in there, I go ahead and add a 50-50 mix of bleach and I scrub and clean and scrub and clean and I drain it. And then I rinse it 3 or 4 times when I'm done. And then I let it sit there until it fully dries. That's the important part. Once bleach fully dries, it breaks down to nothing and there is no issues. You're not going to have any residuals when you go to fill it back up. And that right there will clean your tank and free it of anything that you could possibly bring anything nasty to your fish. Ho, Branton. Yeah, he is a ho. He's a ho. Well, you got it right, Wally. Jesse pre-scrubbed that algae loose. It's up already. And like you saw there, while I'm doing the glass, I went down to the rock and cleaned it off too. Sanitizer, vinegar. You ain't going to trick me, Jose. I know I'm off mute. Bastard. This is my boss at the Aquatic News Network, Tommy, if you've never met him, where he underpays me, sends me the crappiest equipment. So, yeah, that's how that is. Maybe you guys can help me out. Maybe Tommy give me a little bit of a raise or something. That's why I never have pants on. Working on my first cup. Jose's working on his first cup. I'm on my second. Tommy would be a great, but you'd think, Branton, but I can't afford pants. You know, I quit my job and started working for the Aquatic News Network. Benefits are all right, but the pay's crap. I can't even afford to buy pants. They sent me this microphone and this camera. Half the time it don't work. You have to shake it, turn it a quarter of a turn, and then bump it on the top, and then it'll work. But if you don't do it in that order, that's the crap I got to deal with. Yeah, I like this shirt too. It's I got it. Stupid microphone. It's a little faded. Palmaya. Bleach never in a tank. We use peroxide. Yeah, same Jose. Yeah, he's over there taking all the money we're making from this news network and buying crap like that. You see what he said here? You see, he doesn't even try to hide it. You see what he said? He's over there buying high brand names, and I got to deal with Dollar Tree or Dollar General and what the hell is the name of that place? The Goodwill shorts. I found these shorts on the side of the road that I'm wearing today. If I wouldn't have found those, I'd have been here in my underwear. Yeah, we made some dollars. But yeah, you bet. Well, the subs don't matter. It's the content. And our content is gold. And we're just bringing in the money. We got sponsors. People were buying into it. Yeah, man, I loved it. They have even raised their prices now, but I used to go there and get t-shirts. And I like the t-shirts for nothing. Hey, Aunt Cindy, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. So as you can see, well, you can't see no more, but I will say this. Bam. Hey, Mad Max, good to see you, buddy. Did Jesse just say he's in another mess? Yeah, I found him on the side of the road, Mad Max. If you watched the beginning of the live stream, I was digging through my Lowe's bucket and I was trying to look for something. And Tim said, wow, he's got shorts on. Well, I was prepared. I found these on the side of the road because Tommy don't pay me enough money to buy clothes. If I knew that, I'd have never quit my job. I use a 4-to-1 bleach mix in a 5-gallon bucket to clean my Python, pull the mix in it, let it sit overnight, rinse for a good while, then use a dechlorinate and repeat the process. Yeah, I mean, if you let it sit overnight, it gases off. Yeah, Goodwills, yard sales. We got some good sales around here. This is a military town, so a lot of these guys come in and out. And that's where I got a lot of these tanks. Like I don't know why you'd even try to set up a fish tank when you know you're only going to be here for a year, but hey, that's a win for me. The Goodwill around here has got higher than the damn new state. Yeah, Cecil, that's the same here. And we don't do it no more. Sam, I can't bring myself to pay full price for pretty much anything. Yeah, because it really ain't worth it. You know, these companies make this stuff for cents on the dollar, and then they're going to charge Tommy $2,000 for a Dolce and Gabbana bag. They didn't make it that much, and it's really not better than anything that your Meemaw could sew at home. Now stop that. You two, stop that. If it's more than 15 to 20, I start thinking of it like, well, that's me taking food from my kids' mouths. Yeah, it is too expensive. Everything ridiculous. Why does something on me smells like a woman's perfume? I've been smelling it since I put my shirt on this morning. I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, it might be these shorts I found on the side of the road. When I find on the road debt, who needs Goodwill when I find on the road debt? My net and tool bag is Gucci. Yeah, that sounds right, Tommy. You're just soaking all the money up. Branton uses a Gucci pot scrubbers. Well, unless they're green, they're not worth the money. Cecil comes in and gifts 1 Salient Aquatics membership. Appreciate you, buddy. He always comes in and does that every live stream. Can't thank you enough. It's part of the reason I even still making money on YouTube's. I wear capri pants and regular length pants. Not me. I wear shorts. If I'm at home, I'm in shorts unless I gotta mow and weed whack, and then I just stay in the work uniform and proceed that process. I find all my tanks on the road. Yeah, me too. I found a lot of them 10 gallons on the side of the road, though. They're brown and tan. See, the problem with the brown and tan pot scrubbies is they're going to harbor all the fungi. And then pretty soon you're going to have to go get Lotrimin and rub Lotrimin all over your fins of your fish to kill that bacteria. You don't want that, things like that. They're gonna get the athlete's fin. You ever heard of athlete's fin? Oh, that's the thing, Bo. You don't want athlete's fin. That's nasty. They're always rubbing on shit because it's itchy all the time. They're rubbing on the side of the rock so hard they start taking scales off, Bo. All because you wanted a brown Gucci scrubber, where if you would have got a green one, it's eco, Bo. It's eco. You'd be good. Things like that. This is why I don't wear hats. I'm a hot-blooded dude. I'm hot. Don't mind my hair. It's too hot for a hat. No, Jesse, capri pants are regular length pants for me. Oh, right. I forgot about that. Now, who do I got? Good morning, everybody. The real boss. I got you. Okay, that's what she's going to have to do, Jose. She's going to have to come in and say who she is. And then we'll be good. Bam. Just so you know, I'm going to be doing that periodically for a while. Gave Go with the Flow 3 tanks last weekend, 55 gallon, 40 breeder, and a 40 gallon found on the road dead. Wow, that's cool, man. Finding them bad boys on the road. That's me. I refuse to pay full price for an aquarium, although I am putting a pretty penny on this 375 gallon coming, but it's worth it because it comes with the recessed lids, a feeding port, and it's a 375 gallon aquarium. That's 8 foot long, 30 inches deep, 30 inches high. I do got to get this glass tank out of here still. I try and line up some help to get it out of here. No one wants to do any work anymore. But I appreciate you coming in. I'm just going to call you Jose Wife. If you're fine with that, I'm going to call you Jose Wife. Because I don't even know how to say that. Bethania, Bethania, how do you break it down for me? And then I'll say your name if you like, but I don't know if I'm saying it right. Or can I call you Beth? Are you cool with Beth? Well, Swiffle, you're coming up with all the good finds. That never happens to me, man. Yeah. Wow. You're going to have to come over to my house and hang out with me for a day. I'll just drive around with you, and these things are probably just going to pop up just because you're with me. We'll be driving down the road, and FX6s and tanks are just going to like, oh, Swiffle's with them. Boom, here we are. I'm going to need that. That never happens to me. Hey, Laura, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. The legs are 2 feet long. Yeah, 2 feet long. Whip. Boy, I'd like to see Whip standing next to my sister because Whip's like 7 foot. Whip's like 7 foot, 380 pounds, all muscle. Well, I will say probably a quarter of that weight is his glorious hair. I think he was going to do a career in the WWE at one point, he was telling me, but he backed out because he was too scared to hurt all the other wrestlers. So he decided to not do it. That's what he told me one time. But I see it. Whip's a big guy. And he's got that hair he's got would fit right in the WWE. WWE. Yeah. Yeah, all true. That's what I thought. So you saw him standing next to Ben Ochart. It's all true. Whip's like the you know what Whip's also like? He's like the fish community doorknob. Bro gets around everywhere. Everybody's got a hand on him. He goes all the only place he hasn't come seen me. He was in North Carolina helping KG Tropicals, and I think he's only a couple hours from me, Whip. Pretty sure 2.5 hours KG lives from me now. He didn't come see me and care. See, I wouldn't want to be 7 feet tall. I think that's too tall. I'm 5'7". I'd like to be an even Steven 6 foot. That'd be nice. Just so I can reach up and help the meemaws when I'm out at the store, so I can reach up and get the stuff they can't reach. Just because I like to help. Whip will probably come in and tell you, no, you don't. No, you don't. Isn't that funny? The people that are tall say you don't want to be tall. The people that are short say you don't want to be short. So the way I figure it is I like to be right in between, and I'm almost there, 5'7". I wish I just had a couple of more inches. But I am happy with what I got to. I'm not complaining. God, if the Lord upstairs wanted me to be 2 more inches taller, he'd have made me that ways. You know, it's 74 degrees in here. The AC is on. These tanks are nice and cool. There's all sitting about 75, 74 degrees, but I'm still hot. Yeah, that is crap. He won't come see me. He visits everybody. He goes all over the place. Tennessee. He was out there during he was with Slim Tim during that earthquake they had out there. Him and Ben Ochart went out having a good time partying, hanging out. He don't never come see me. And he is fine. First time was right. Bethania. I got you. I remember Bethania. Same ways. Aunt Cindy's the same ways. I mean, 5 feet would have been nice. I like the way she said that. I mean, 5 feet would have been nice. I was only there for a weekend, so no time for extra visits. Yeah, you know what, Whip? I used to say that too when I didn't want to go visit somebody and I really didn't want them to find out about it. You know, I'd say things like that too. You know, things just like what you said there, you know. It was the weekend. I didn't have time. You know, I used to have excuse, but you don't have to hide that from me, Whip. You don't have to come up with excuses with me. Just be real, dog. You know, it's okay. I ain't gonna be mad at you or anything like that. See, I don't think I look good with a hat forward. I think I've always looked better with my hat backwards. This is backwards. You guys tell me. Don't I look kind of dumb with a hat forward? I never thought I looked good this way. You guys let me know. Forward. Backwards. Bethania, I just called you Joy in my reply to your comment. Sorry about that. Backwards. I agree. Backwards. Definitely backwards. Swiffle knows. Forward equals Gomer Pyle. Yeah, I agree. I look weird. Yeah, Cecil says backwards. Aunt Cindy says back. I agree. See, I wasn't wrong. I look better with it back. I don't wear hats. I really never wore a lot of hats. I don't like things on me. I don't have the earrings. I don't wear the watches. You know, I don't like the necklaces and things like that. I don't like crap on me, and I don't like hats. I don't like wearing belts. Tommy knows that. Hell, I don't even wear pants in those segments. If it was socially acceptable, I would walk around naked everywhere I went. I do. You do. I do what? No hat forward is best. It is the proper way. It is. But if you look like a douche, then I would think backwards would be more appropriate. Tommy does rock the safari hat in public, but Tommy, I will say you make that thing look good. Cecil don't wear hats either. Yeah, never been into hats. Or Jesse, our very own diet. Tommy, stop using big words with me. We've talked about this. Now, what are you saying there? I can't leave the house without a hat or drag on my head. 10 years. I can't leave the house without a hat or a drag on my head. 10 years military. He swiffled my sister in here, Tara, there. She was 10 years in the militaries. That's neat. Were you in the army? The whole point of a hat is to keep it. That's true. Yeah, you're right. But I don't need it. See, I have trained my eyes to handle the sun. Like I can almost, after 43 years, look directly at the sun. I still can't do it, but I've been training for years, and I do believe it made my vision stronger too. I can, for some reason, I have the eyes like a hawk. I can see like a hawk. I probably due to the training with the sun, things like that. Army, Desert Storm vet. Oh, cool. You and my sister got some things in common there. Diogenes, the philosopher under Socrates that walked naked in public and slept in a barrel. I don't know about sleeping in a barrel, but I would, if it was allowed, I'd just walk around naked about. I was in the military and I refused to wear a hat because of it. Just the opposite. Ain't it neat? Just like our taste buds. It's neat what some people like and other people don't. I can't stand the taste of a pee. It's terrible. Jesse sleeps in a blue Lowe's bucket. You know, Brent, I could probably do that, but it's just not big enough. No, I can barely get 2 feet in it. Brent, I don't know about that. But I do know it can handle the weight. You know, I've filled those things up with big stones and they never cracked. You know, all I hear left and right is, oh, I put a bunch of rocks and stones in my Home Depot bucket or my Menards bucket or my Farm and Fleet bucket or the pink bucket, all those buckets that you guys we were talking about, they all cracked under the pressure. We call wearing a hat backward something here I can't repeat on this kid-friendly environment, but it is a position that suggests you're on the prowl for unwilling partners in a physical coupling. Man whip, man, wow. Man, don't confuse that with the sagging pants whip. He also peed on people amongst other undesirable things in petition to reject all constructs of the social norm. Man, well, that's some neat information. I reckon if someone peed on me, I might have to punch him right square in the mouth. I try to be a little entertaining, if you know what I mean. I know what you mean. I use Blues Lowe's buckets as toilets. Well, yeah, Swiffle. Yeah, you can do that. Now, you can't do that with the Orange Home Depot buckets or all them other ones because the plastic's too thin on them. And what happens is the toxins and the smell leach into that plastic and it's there forever. About the Lowe's resists that. So he knows he can use the Lowe's buckets for that. I also put my hands in my pockets every chance I get because of the Army. Not me. I think when you put your hands in your pockets all the time, it's a sign of inconfidence, unconfidence. You know, I'll give you an example. Now, which one looks more gooder? Bucket not made for living. No. Atwood's pine bucket. I don't know what that is. That's not me. I didn't start that trend. There's a Fish Fam link coming in, going to work. Commercial on TV and phone at the same time. Oh, that's great. I mean, that's good. Appreciate you having me on both devices, Swiffle. Now, that's support. Appreciate you, buddy. Anything you do looks more gooder. Oh, Tommy coming in. He has to sweet talk me like that because he treats me like crap over at the Aquatic News Network. Bam! That's the new Fish Punk card. Like I said, this was the first one. He added the blue Lowe's bucket under the bird there on my left. You're probably your left side too. There's a blue Lowe's bucket in there now. But I am now a fish punk and I'm happy about it. I do it because I wasn't allowed in the Army, not a confidence problem. I know. Tara's mission is to do everything opposite of what she had to do. I'm assuming is what you're doing. Atwood's pink with a K, like potassium, yeah, in the periodic table. K. Well, sure, yeah, we'll go with it. I think Branton he does have a pink bucket. Jody P sent him a pink bucket, but it ain't gonna last very long. Not hands in pocket, no confidence. No confidence when you walk around that ways. It's comfortable. I do find it comfortable. By the way, if you guys didn't know, my green neon Salient aquatic sign back here was a gift from my sister on my birthday. Really like it. Made it center stage. Swivel says, I watch TV on one channel and chat with the other. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've done that, Swivel. I know what you're talking about. Well, I appreciate it either way. I do have a pink bucket. No, I ain't jealous about the pink bucket. That ain't going to last. It's going to kill your fish. He fish. Just so you guys know, Branton breeds fish, and he's doing it, and he's using a pink bucket to do it. You guys are in trouble. What's going to happen is he's going to spread polycarbonate poisoning to all of his fish, and it's going to drastically reduce their lifespan, probably 2 years at most. Yeah, I like it. It looks pretty good. It's doing well, and I can change the colors and stuff, but I just leave it like that, and it matches my green LED lights going around the room. Yes, and I will never wear camo again. Camo, well, yeah, I mean, unless you're trying to hide. I mean, you put some camo on, they say you disappear. But we all know that ain't true, unless you're out in the woods or something like that. I don't know. I was taught not to walk around with my hands in my pockets. Never really thought about it, but yeah, I like using my hands, so I couldn't keep them tucked away if I wanted to. Yeah. I don't know, Tommy. Maybe you should have done it that day you lost your finger there, man. If you had at least that hand in your pocket that day, you would have still had your finger back. I got to get back at him somehow. He treats me like crap over at the Aquatic News Network. I walk around with my hands in my pockets when my hands are cold because I couldn't activate enough brain power to remember to grab gloves. Well, that makes sense. Whose auction is tonight, Swiffle? Yeah. I haven't been online too much. I've been on a little bit. I got a lot going on, so I don't know what auction you're talking about. Is this the Foxy auction that they're doing? Is that what that is? Oh, by the way, if you guys are in the market for buying fish, stay away from Dan's Fish. Stay away from Dan's Fish. Buy from Branton Lightcap and Swiffle. That's who you want to buy your fish from now. They sell them high quality fish at a much practical price. That's what you want to do. Skipper's auction. Okay, yeah, I didn't know he was having one. Just wanted to throw that out there. Whoever else sells fish. He is too high. I've been saying that for, I don't know, last year or so. Facts. That's right. He came in and said, facts. I don't take advantage of the fit. That's right. Freaking, I got on a site one time. What pissed me off is I was looking for Oscars, and he wanted like $80 for an Oscar. So I went to PetSmart and got one for, it was on sale. I think I got 3 of them because they were doing a remodel sale, and I got 4 Oscars for like, it was like 75% off. I don't know what it was, but I got a lot of fish for way lower. I mean, and I didn't have to pay shipping. Yeah, buy from these guys. Buy from Branton. Buy from. Let's stop making stupid people famous. How about that? I'll just say it that way. I'm not saying he's stupid, but those prices are stupid. Yeah, let's go check out Skipper's auction. Let's see what he's got going on. Is his prices gooder? I've been to one of his auctions. Been to one of them. Maybe you guys can. Well, me and Branton was talking about breeding fish. It was the Jack Dempsey. he corrected me and I learned something. And that's that's the kind of guy I like to be around. Someone that isn't afraid to tell you you're wrong and teach you something. I was saying, I don't think any Jack Dempsey would be worth $50. It's common fish. Now they're a pretty fish, but my local fish store wanted $50 through it. Well, after talking with him for a little bit, he opened my eyes that, yeah, it was pretty well worth the $50. You know, is Dan's Fish going to talk to you like that and explain things? More than all, do either of y'all have pygmy or Habrosus cories or flagfish? How about small, fun Florida natives? I don't know. Branton, Swiffle, you guys have anything that way? I'll put it back up. Flagfish. How about small, fun Florida natives? Good to see you, Kerosene. Thanks, Jesse. That means a lot, and I agree. Nah, yeah, I joke around a lot, but I know where the fruit lies, my friend, if you know what I mean. Yes, sir. You know, do a good job over there. You feed the high quality food, the brine shrimp. You're making the brine shrimp, and you're always. I keep up on your channel, and Swiffle over there. He's got lots of breeding experience. Swiffle's got 4 flagfish, and these guys are gonna sell. Now, nothing's free, right? These guys aren't working for free. You're going to have to pay something plus shipping. But, you know, when they sell these fish to you, you're getting a healthy fish that was raised right. And he's going to sell you a fish that's not going to break the freaking bank. If you have high prices, then FU. Yeah, maybe I'm going to do an FU short on Dan's Fish. I'm going to do it. I ain't scared. I'll do it. You know, Swiffle, well, the first time my fish bred, I won't say it's the first time, I was angelfish. And I had no idea what to do, but I wanted them to live. And Swiffle was right there, and Tommy helped me a little bit too. But Swiffle, the entire time, anytime I had a question, he walked me through that. And those angelfish are 6 of them are alive today, and they're over here in this 75-gallon doing good. So is Dan's Fish going to take the time to help somebody like that? When these guys get up here, they forget all the people down here, and I don't like that. I know that they can't please everybody, and there's a lot of comments, and it gets harder. But these guys took the time to really help me through things. For sale, are you trying to breed them, Jesse? Hey, Peplin, good to see you, buddy. Caught my flagfish myself. Yeah. I mean, I spent some quality time with Dan. He seems to be a good dude. Met him once in person, once in live stream. Oh, yeah, his price is a little bit high, but you're getting a quality fish. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you know, and then you got Whip over here. Of course, he visited Dan's, but he didn't come visit me. We'll get past that somehow if I not ruin my day. But, you know, I'm not saying he's a bad person at all. I've never met him. He's probably a great freaking person. And, you know, like I said, the higher you get, it's harder to talk. You can't talk to everybody when you get that big. It's just impossible. And he might be one of the nicest guys in the world. I'm sure he is. I don't know him personally, but I do know those prices are insane. And I've been seeing online a lot of people saying that he's taking advantage of the fish community. It seems to be. I'm seeing that spread. So I go by what other people experience and things like that. And I do some research. I've been on his website. That's why I love this group. I'm only 6 months back into the hobby. So many people have answered so many of them. Yeah, me too, Polly. They really help each other down here. But it's a lot easier to do when you're smaller. You know, when you don't have crazy emails and crazy DMs and all this stuff, and it's much easier to keep up with the chat. With Dan's Fish is up here. I'm down here. He's doing well. The man knows how to make a healthy fish. But I think Swiffle, I think Branton, I think all these guys are raising just as good as fish. They're feeding them right. They're doing the brine shrimp. So I think they're just as healthy, except they're not going to rape you on price. There's Darius coming in. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. I commented on your Facebook post, Northman. Darius. yesterday. Something food's making a comeback. I won't say nothing because I know what it is. I know what it is. Just because of the conversation that we had a few months back. I remember. I got a photographic memory. Well, I wish I did. I'm out of coffee. Why do I keep trying to sip out of this when there's nothing in it? Kara says, fun. I have a few flagfish in a tub pond. We moved a month ago and I upgraded them to a 100-gallon tub. I know it has four females, hoping another two tiny ones are males. Yeah. I wish my tiger barbs would breed. I can't get them to breed. I don't think I have a male in there or a female in there. I'm told, and I think it was J&N Aquatics who taught me that I think, was it the male or the female that has the male has the orange on their noses? On their noses. But if I go by that mentality, I think I'm looking at a female right there. I don't know. I'm trying to breed them. Breeding water? What are you talking about? Peppa says we have all the axolotls ready and heading to the Mansfield Pet Expo, Marshfield Pet Expo. Have a great day, Jesse. You too, Peppa. Be careful driving. Appreciate you stopping in. Have a good weekend, my friend, and good luck to you. Jesse, the hat says North End, but you can't see it because you're not wearing it properly. Yeah, I know. Well, today it says Lowe's because I'm promoting Lowe's buckets. If I turn it around like this, then I'm promoting North End Fish Foods. See, but the whole time I'm talking, I'm promoting North End Fish Foods because of that big bad boy right there. And you see it in my videos. Yeah. See, North End. When I'm promoting North End, Lowe's bucket. This is when I'm promoting Blue Lowe's buckets. That's why you got to be able to switch, Terry. You got to have the ability to switch. That's a little tip for you guys. No, I can't do. Nah, things like that. I can't do to the side. He's a little pricey. Darius is in the house. Love that picture you sent on Facebook too. When I can't remember the guy that was visiting you. I think you were standing in front of your pond. That was really neat. Neat to see the behind the scenes every once in a while like that. Yeah, that's a good tip for you, Swiffle. Yeah, that one's free. That's free for you. I won't charge you for that. These cameras make things hard to do. Like, she's a cock today. Jose. I live free. That's the way to do it, Swiffles. Swiffle. We're coming in saying hello. Love. So, anyways, yes. They're making me do it. There. You know what style I call this? Aqua Funk style. Aqua Funk. This is something Aqua Funk would do right here. Do you agree? Is this something Aqua Funk would do? Darius, you got to get yourself one of these bad boys right here. I'm now a fish punk. Bam. These are coming to me in sticker form. I am going to send these out to some people. If you want one, let me know. This thing's cool. He's sending me a sheet of them. I think it's cool. Cecil likes that one. This is Aqua Funk. Like I think anytime I see this, I think of Aqua Funk. Want one? I'll send you one. Wally says, guys, I'm out. I need to start getting ready for work. Have a great weekend. You too, man. Be safe. Appreciate you coming in, Wally, our friend from Africa. Be safe, sir. Do you want one? I said, I'm too hot for a hat. I'm sweating. Bow, I'm sweating. Get on Discord. Send me your addresses if I don't already have them. I think I'm getting 15 or 16 of those, so I only have so many. Yeah, I like that. If you guys remember, I put a short out where I was trying to get to be one of the fish punks, and it must have worked because, my shorts and stuff, my face is a living fish punk card. Now you guys can do this. You don't got the brows. Now look. Now let me bring this up and tell me it don't look the same. He did a good job. See, he's got my eyebrows. Got my bird in the back. Like I said, the new one has a blue bucket down here under the bird. He's even got me on the floor. You see? I think this is cool. I don't know why I put gloves on me. I don't wear gloves. I got man hands. I'll send Tara one. They make good giveaway. That's true, Swiffle. That's true. I got to do a giveaway. It's been a while. I haven't done one. Definitely got to do that. Oh, man. I think there was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. I've been rambling on, talking like an idiot. I can't remember. I can't remember. But Cecil, if you can look up at the ceiling there, you see those pothos are starting to creep over. That's because of all them lights. I got to turn these lights back on. The male has a brighter red nose, supposedly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Here, let me do this. Now, you tell me what you guys think. Do you think you see any females in that bunch? I've been dealing with those eyebrows for 43 years now. They even scared a cat. Why is it I can text a video but can't email? Says file too big. Yeah, I hate that when that happens. You got to try to reduce it down or something like that. Hey, June, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, they are looking good. I like my tiger barbs. But do you think those two are circling. That's how they do the sharks. Look, they're fighting. There they go. Who's going to win? I wish I had some John Cena intro music. But do you guys think you see any females there? I don't think I have any. I've had them forever. They haven't bred yet. I don't know. I want them to breed. I don't want to keep buying any. I want free ones. These guys have been eating a mix of foods. They do the Northfin flake food mix along with the small community pellets. One thing I've learned about tiger barbs is you have to be very careful how much you feed them because they are susceptible to bloat. But I have fixed it with the Epsom salt baths. But you have to be careful with tiger barbs, yeah. Breeding water. Come on, Swiffle. All these are all my tanks have breeding water. Yeah, the Undertaker intro. Can't put that on live though. I'll get hit with a copyright. I'll feed them for you. So what we're going to feed here is a Northfin mix. This is Northfin Community pellets mixed with their nanobites. They like those. Yeah, good to see you, June. How are you doing today? What you doing this weekend? Yeah, look at them. They love that. Yum, 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 yum. It's like sharks. It's like throwing bloody meat in the ocean right now. That's what's happening. That's the level of what's happening. Yeah, I'm not a big hat guy. I will not charge for shipping water. You can get it out of the tap after you pay me. Swiftwater. I see what you're doing there. Jesse keeps breeding water in his Lowe's buckets. Yeah, yeah. Well, see, the nice thing about Lowe's buckets is you can put tap water in them bad boys, and they will just sit there and it'll turn in. That water will just turn in naturally from the Lowe's bucket into breeding water. Much love, y'all. Promised my sister I'd take her to the beach. Yeah, I used to say that too, Carol, when I didn't want to be in someone's live anymore. But you don't have to have excuses with me. Just be real. Just say you're sick of me and you want to go. I used to say that stuff too. Z. Yeah. Do you think they ate it all before it landed? Oh, let's have some fun. I got to feed my fish. I'm going to take you over to the 125 and I'm going to give them a big knot of Northfin's mixed flakes. I love this. You're going to like this. You ready? I woke up regretting my promise, Jones. I'm just messing with you, Kara. You do what you got to do. Life first. All right, pay attention. I'm going to feed these guys a mix. High quality Northfin. This is the krill flake, the kelp flake, and the cichlid flake. And what I do is I have to put a big gob in here so those blood parrots can suck it in and eat it. I have to make sure they can eat. And then, of course, they tear it up. It breaks down to smaller pieces and everybody else gets some. But I like to put a big old knot in there. And you have to use the bigger flakes. Okay, well, check this out. It seems like a lot, but it'll all disappear. That's the best way those blood parrots can eat. When you get a big clump of flakes in there, they can really suck it in. And then the angelfish, they're coming over. They little glow fish. Look at that big one. Look at that big angel on the right there. Has got a big knot. Gonna suck that bad boy in. Of course, I brought out probably 150,000 duckweeds with me. I'm going to stand up for a while anyways. Me butt can only sit for so long. See that big, beautiful black angelfish in front of you? I got 2 of them in there, Bo. 2 of them. They only got this big because I feed Northfin Foods. If you ain't feeding Northfin Foods, then you. I think she left. Swivel. Yeah, yeah. Oh, she's there. I'm about an hour from Daytona. I will say I am far from fond of the beach, any beach. Too many people, too much noise. Maybe Kara, you a little bit of an introvert or no? Yeah, there's one Mabuna in this tank too. Gets along with everybody. He's been in there forever. Yeah, here comes another one of them black angelfish. They're hard to see. They're hard to see in that black background in that tank. Things like that. A little bit, a lot. Yeah, I like this tank. Gets a little messy. There's a big old pleco in there too. There's a couple of little pictus catfish running around. They're going to clean things up. See that angel pick that flake food up right there? Nice and easy, like chilling. Chewing on it, just taking his time, I'm more like the blood parrots. I suck it in and eat too fast. I'll take you over to the Mabuna tank next. Well, you know what? I think we'll put a big knot of flake food in there too. To really get to see them eat, because there's babies in there. They keep having babies and they can benefit from that. So let's move you over to the 125 Mabuna tank. There is my wife, Heather. Good morning. I don't really care for the beach either. I would rather go to the mountains. Well, thank you, June. Yeah, I got their babies over here on right across from them in a 75-gallon is their babies. Well, I like the angelfish. I call them the squirrels of the fish world because they move so robotronic, like a squirrel does, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's move you over. This right here is probably one of my favorite tanks. What do you think of the lighting, though? This is that one of the tanks I got the pendant lighting I put together on it. I think I just need to clean the algae off the glass tops, but it has a little bit of a yellow tinge. I don't really like it. All right, we're going to put a big knot. Let me show you what I mean by knot. I mean, this is a ton, though. But, you know, these guys are going to eat it all. This is the epitome of overfeeding. I'll show you the knot before I put it in. It's a mass amount of flake food. Hey, babe, now that you're up, you might get me a cup of coffee when you come out here to see your bird. I got the cup out here, if you don't mind. That'd be great. DJ Guppy Fish, everybody's driving and lurking today. What is the deal? I use pot scrubbers. Yeah, the same, DJ. You know, you guys should know on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m., all the driving should be done. No more driving. You need to sit down and get ready for another episode of the Hour of Power. Yeah, she's up. I gave her a pumpkin seed. She's up though. She's been bitching ever since. Oh yeah, I can't thank Darius enough. I love having the you know. Well, I've talked about it so many times, but it is a true blessing to have Darius sponsor the channel for sure. My fish get to eat the high quality food. And you know, I'm always pushing his products, but there's more than one reason behind that. One, the high quality food speaks for itself. Two, we all know Darius's mentality. You can't be associated with a nicer guy. He helps help more people out than anybody that I know of. donated more food to events and clubs. So that's why I constantly push his product. Yeah, I need a coffee. Yeah. No, I really don't. I've already had 2. I'll be all right. I trade fish for food at the local fish. Oh, that's neat, Swiffle. Little barter and trade setup. That was a big knot. That was a big knot of flake food in there. But you see that it all disappears. These guys don't mess around about it. I gotta get those glass tops cleaned off. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what I do? You know what I do? If I drop food, I bring Miss in my lab. She comes in, she cleans it all up. And Northfin food is really good for dogs too, if you didn't know that. Since she's been lapping up Northfin food that I might drop on the floor, her coat is shiny. And anywhere she goes to pee outside, the most beautiful flower grows you've ever seen. Yeah, I think that's the Northfin food. I'm driving to pick up free plants and free fish food. Wow. Yeah, you can't beat that. Wow. Sometimes you just got to go, you know. I got you on that. I got you. My dogs pick up the fish food that I drop off. Yeah. One time years ago, I had my lab. She busted into my algae wafers, the Tetra algae wafers, and ate them all. God. Oh, that's a good idea, Swift. Well, I've never thought about that. Glass tops using from the old refrigerator shelves. I've never thought about that idea. That's pretty interesting. I appreciate you sharing that. All right, these hogs are done. Let's move you over to the big Oscars. I like to give these guys the Northfin carnivore wafers, and I'll also give them some veggies too. I'll give them the kelp wafers. You know, everybody needs some veggies. Red light. Yeah, they suck them wafers right in. That's tempered glass. Yeah, that makes sense. You'd want tempered glass in a fridge, especially if it's, if it breaks. Red light. It's a DJ currently making bread. What are you making for breakfast, Brandon? What are you making? What are we making for breakfast? What are you eating? Puffers look hungry. June, you know what would be cool is if you did a live or if you did like a video and you went around just feeding all your fish. I'd like to see that. Feed them. The lighting in here, man. Pancakes, egg, sausage, bacon, and hash brown. That sounds amazing. Brandon, can you make two of each of those things and send them to me? Now, these are the kids to the ones you seen in the community tank there. I like pancakes, but I like, I'm a fan of, your more solid foods. Monster drink. No, no, drink a monster drink. Swivel, put down the caffeine, Bo. You don't need the caffeine, right? That's a drug. That's every bit as bad as alcoholism. What you need is you just drink some coffee, tea, or water. Branton's going to be sending me, I got to tell the wife to keep a lookout on that package from Branton. He's going to be sending me 2 pancakes, 2 eggs, 2 sausage, 2 bacons, and 2 hash browns. Throw a sticker in there too, Branton. Branton, I don't have a Branton sticker. What's up with that, by the way? I got the Fish Fam door, and I got Jeff Kane's new one. I don't have anything from a Branton. Hey Tim, good to see you, buddy. Coming back. Monster by the case. Yeah, they're gone. Somebody ate them up. But that's all right. It is what it is. I needed a little population control. UPS next hour is expensive. No, just you don't have to do that. Send it ground. Branton, I'll eat it. It'll show up. All the preservatives they put in food today, you could probably leave that bad boy sit out in the sun for 3 days and you could still go out and eat it. Yeah, send me one, Branton. Send me. I mean, you got one of my stickers, I'm pretty sure. I could send you over here to the Dempsey tank, but that's 75 gallon, which is directly behind this one's hard to see through. Okay, good. I thought I sent you one. It's hard to see through, but we'll try. We'll try. Well, before we go to the Dempsey tank, I got algae on the glass, so they're a little hard to see, but these are the convex with all their babies. We'll throw some, a knot of flake food in there. Lighting's terrible there. Hey there, Daniel Ingles. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Craigs. I don't know if pulling it back helped or not. Some of that flake food's bigger than baby, so you can't tell what's what. I got to get the algae off of that. You guys seeing these guys attack me? Those convicts attack the algae scraper. Watch, they hate it. Watch this. Jesse number 2, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I'm getting that algae. Oh, I gotta scrub that. I'll use the green pot scrubby for that, Tara. Watch this, they attack it. Tara got me these castles a long time ago too. There's little BBs over there. Yeah, those convicts, they got some toot. Well, 2 of them babies did make it past that divider to the other side of this tank. I was trying to avoid that because of that big monster there. Do you guys think he'll leave them be? You see how big they are. He'll probably try to eat them. What do you think? You think I can take the divider out? Yeah. Well, I knew the little ones could make it over there. I think I see some bunch more back there. I gotta let me know. That could be flake food, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, 2 of those little babies made it over here. They're a little bigger now, but what do you think? Think I should take the divider out and let all of them together again? So when I found out they had babies, I separated the tank. No, they'll probably get smoked if they haven't been with parents. Yeah, they've been with the parents this entire time. Maybe I can get them back over there. There, I got them back over. They went right back in through there. We're good. Yay. There's another color fleck over this tank. He's so hard to see in that black background. There it is. And of course, we're growing this guy out. We'll give him some veggies today. Piggy, chew that up. It's hard to. It's hard to feed those top 20-gallon longs up there without a lot of reflection. Plus, I got a lot of floating plants that need cleared out. I don't got a lot of I got some work to do. Yes, I did. I got them back over there. Black and white it is. And here's a good shot of that fluidized AQQA filter I did a video on just yesterday. Doing good. Is that cardboard backs on tanks? I use cardboard paint. It's painted blue for my backgrounds. On a couple of my tanks, I do have the black poster board that I just taped to the back, just because I didn't have the time, nor did I feel like taking the time to paint it. Most of mine are painted, but yeah, you did see a couple with the black poster board. Hey, Ben Sharp, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. But I'm liking this filter. How do you like my snails? You see my snails there. They came down to say hi. But now I need, let's get back to these tiger barbs, because I want to know if you guys see any female. You guys see any females there? I don't know if I have one. I do have a couple that might not have as an orange nose. I wonder if I have a couple females in here. If I do, they're not breeding. Maybe I got to get some of Swiffle's breeding water. I think they're all male. I don't know. I will say the aquarium co-op Easy Green has been helping the plants in this tank. I can't deny that. They are looking a little better, a little more greener, growing a little bit better. I might have to stick with that for a little bit to give me even better boost. But I need some more tiger barbs. So who has some tiger barbs they want to send me? I need some more. Anybody have some tiger barbs? You guys know I like my tiger barbs. I like to add 6 to 10 at a time. I can use some more. Anybody got any want to sell me? Let me know. Message me on Discord. Email me. My email is on my channel. I need some more regular tiger barbs. I don't want the greens. I don't want the blues. I don't want the reds. Just regularis. These are Specialis regularis tiger barbs. You do see some females, Whip? Yeah, they both went right back over. I pushed it back close. Yeah, I got the other. Something happened here. Oh. I got one. Not in with tigers, but I've got at least 3 next to me right now and just took my debit card. Ah, boy. Come on, Whip. Thanks, babe. Now, where's my coffee, woman? Tommy says, that was funny, Whip. Tommy says, Gold, Odessa, and Denisons are my favorite. All mixed together in a plant chaos tank. That sounds pretty cool, Tommy. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to keep a lot of fish, but I can't keep them all, you know. Anytime someone comes through that door, they go to the other side of the tank. I got some maintenance to do. But yeah, I need some more tiger barbs. Does anybody have tiger? We got 18 to 20 people in here. No one's telling that no one has some tiger barbs they want to sell me. I've given up on these guys breeding, so I got to add them. I'd rather support you like local guys than buy some at PetSmart. Anybody got tiger barbs they want to sell? The regularis is what these ones are called. Tiger barba regularis. That's how you say that. Sweet Polly says, I'm like the firework guy on Joe Dirt. All I got is sparklers and snakes. You know what? I'm looking forward to 4th of July. I got to get some, bud. Bear with me. It's freaking out. It's freaking. There, clean that glass off a little bit. Brandon, if you get some tiger barbs, I'll buy some off you. I constantly like get on a tab with it with you. Thank you. You look nice today. That sounds right. My wife just brought me a cup of coffee, Bo. She looks nice today, too. I might have to give her a massage later or something like that. Stuff like that. Life's a garden. You got to dig it. Let me see if Dan's Fish has any, and I'll send you some. Oh, stop it, Whip. I can buy my own, Bo. I don't want you to go into debt. You got the poops on you. That happens to me. I got birds, bro. They poop on you. Why are you going through so many? I'm not going through tiger barbs, Brandon. I'm not. These are the same ones I've always had. Now, any of the ones that I had in here that were dyed or bred with the reds, the greens, the emeralds, and all that, they have died off. But the regular ones you see here, they last longer. But I want more. This is a 55-gallon aquarium, bro. I can put more tiger barbs in this bad boy. I'd like to get at least 10 more. My wife's getting a massage today, too. Oh, okay. Why? Yeah, no one has them. I've been asking for a while. Or somebody send me a couple of females. I don't know. Female tiger barbs. Yeah, they're moving to the other side now. The wife keeps opening that door. We'll go like this ways. Sorry for all the moving around. But I need to get some more tiger barbs. I only have 3 green tiger barbs, and I love with a school black tetras. I actually want to add 5 or 6 more to join the 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love these fish. So the Flipper Float Algae Scraper off Amazon. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Whip. I did a video out. I've talked about it many times. There's some things you just need to spend the money on, Whip. You just can't go cheap on. The mag floats are okay. They're second best, but they're bulbous, Bo. You can't go around stuff that maybe a rock's too close to the glass and it won't fit. You got to get the Flipper mag floats, Bo. They're the best going. I got a bunch of them. I just bought one not long ago. I love them. They're the best going. I definitely do it. The only one I don't have and I don't need is their new Edge. It's a very expensive one, but I just don't need all that. I got the Flipper Max that I can use when the 375 comes, and I got nanos and the regular ones, and they're just the best going. So if you're asking me, there's some things you just need to spend money on, and the Flipper Mag Float is worth its weight in gold, if you ask me. You know, they're better than all the rest. They use the rare earth magnets. Their thin profile gets into tight little spots. They work well. They float. It's like buying bread. You're going to get bread from Aldi, or you're going to get bread from, Walmart or something like that ways. I like, there's some things I won't skimp on. Bread's one of them, and mag floats are the other. It's all I use. I got them all. I've tried them all. I've got some of the mag floats in here, and it's a good algae scraper, but like I say, they just aren't on the level as the Flipper. There ain't nothing. They're the best going. Just like Lowe's buckets, red spoons, green pot scrubbies. I only go for the best. I can't be dealing with subpar crap, man. Not in this fish room. You want to run around with the red Harbor Freight buckets and the farm and fleets and watch the pink ones. And sure, you want to kill your fish and ruin your fish room, by all means. Go cheaper. Some things you just can't skip on, Bo. Things like that. Or maybe you're an elbow grease type of guy. Maybe you don't care about getting your hands in the tank. I'm not afraid of it. I always get my hands in my tanks, but sometimes I don't feel like getting my hands wet and bringing out 350,000 duckweeds with me. That's where my mag floats come into play. I just use cheap razor blades and a stick. I prefer the Lowe's buckets. I like the blue color. Yeah, the cheap razor blade trick works just fine. That's another good way. And I already know that you're a legend, Daniel, because you use the blue Lowe's buckets. You know what high quality is. I've been asking for tiger barbs for the last 6 months. Even did, I think, a post on it. No one ever gets back to me. J&N Aquatics tells me he can get some in, but I ain't waiting until he gets some in. I want some now, Bo. I ain't scared of spending the money. I just want to get something good. I bought the mag float scrapers and they ain't so good. And they are, yeah, I agree. Whip. I mean, they're second best. My first is the mag floats from Flipper. They're the best, man. $50. $50, that last one. That's the blue one that floats. It's the big one. It's not the Max. My sister bought me the Max. Put a video out on it. That thing was $80. But I'm going to be using that bad boy on the 375 when it comes in, because you can flip it over to the felt. Use it on acrylic too. The orange Home Depot buckets give me a headache. Yeah, Daniel, the Home Depot buckets, they're crap. They'll give your fish polycarbonate poisoning, the plastics dinner. You can't even store rocks in it. If they fall apart, they're no good. Yeah, and they are too bright. The price of them are a joke for sure. Yeah, he's talking about the Home Depot buckets, not the flippers, even though they are expensive. But some things are worth the money, Craig's. You can't beat the flippers. You just can't. They're the best going, and they know it. Craig, you still owe me a big knot of Jungle Vow. I'm waiting for that. I've been waiting for that for a year and a half. Nope, you're wrong. Nope. No, you are right. They are expensive. I wish they'd come down a little bit. The last one was $50. I mean, that's some money, but I like them because they're lower profile. You can fit behind things in the tank better. They rarely come detached if you get the right size for your thickness of glass. They used the rare earth magnets in there. They're all inert. Everything's safe, and you got both sides. You got the blade. You got the felt. You don't get all the options you do with the flippers. The Lowe's buckets cause fish to get addicted to drugs. Now, Brant, that's true. We had that discussion. Next thing you know, they're prowling streets and where am I lost again? I have broke Lowe's buckets with rocks. Nah, that's because you didn't do it right, Jesse. Too. What happened was you probably dropped a fairly big rock in there, Bob, and that's why it cracked. Any bucket will break over that, Bob. Okay, just was good to see you, Shaw. I better try to get some sleep now. Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming in, Terry. I appreciate you. Get some sleep. Time to go to sleep. God go sleep. Thank you. Be safe. I love you. And be safe when you're driving and at work. Just think, pound street corners, truck stops. Jeez. Those buckets cause fish addicted to drugs. See, I don't think so. I had to make sure I bought some of that food that Aquafunk was selling. I don't know if you guys saw this. I bought 4 of them. And I asked them, I said, now you didn't lace mine with like alcohol or something. And I only asked because I don't want my fish to be addicted to alcohol. I don't understand his reply. I think he laced my fish food with alcohol. We're going to find out. It'll show up. Anybody else trying that food? I think Branton did. I tried it out. I bought 4 of them. I support him a little bit. Even though he don't ever come see me or say hi to me or come to my lives or anything like that, I'll support him. I support him. He don't support me, but I support him. I try to support everybody. Can't even get him to come to my live stream and drop a like. I mean, come on. So I'm just saying. Well, folks, I'm a few minutes shy of being on here for 2 hours. I'm going to go. As normal, I certainly appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with me on Saturday mornings, which I look forward to. You guys stick here for a long time putting up with my crap. I don't know if you like it or you don't. Maybe you hate it, but you're still here, so you can't hate it too much. And we will continue the saga of the best home products to use in your fish room. And I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you what's best. You're going to slowly learn, and Branton will slowly submit. He might not admit it, but he's going to submit. He's going to come to the good side and leave the dark side over there with the reds and the oranges and the pinks and the whites. Come over to the blues. Thanks again. You guys are the best. We'll see you on the flip side. I do have to make another video on that AQQA moving fluidized bed filter. Look out for that. And I got some other products coming, some from Hygger, possibly from Glorium. So lots coming down the line. Look forward to trying it. And we'll see you out in the field. Love your new tank too, Craig. You the man. My farm at Fleet Buckets recently won a gold medal at the national bucket competition. You know, that was, we found out that was a scam, Branton. We found out that was a scam. They did some tests and they fused some metal strips in the bucket, Bo. That's why they won. And they got put in jail over it and had to pay a hefty fine. Yeah, I know that's like, can't stop looking at it. I got you on that, Craigs. Yeah. It's funny, man. Appreciate you, Tim. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys. You're the best. We'll see you out in the field. Thank you to Outside In Aquatics for making me a fish punk card. Love it. It looks awesome. Bam. There it is one more time. I think you did a good job. Got these coming in. I'll send some out. Message me on Discord if you guys want one of these. And we will see you out in the field.